All right, all right. Happy Thursday. I know you're seeing a little darkness behind me, but I'm really excited to be here with you this morning. And we we're going to get right to it today. So the word for today is impressive. Impressive. And Coach actually sent me this word, and I got to looking at it, got to reading up on it this morning, and there's kind of two things that I want to share with you this morning from my perspective of what the word impressive means to me. How many of you can relate maybe to this? There's been a lot of times in my life where I've looked at someone that is impressive. I'm talking about like maybe it's a gold medal winner, that's standing on stage getting that gold medal and everybody's clapping for them, right? Or maybe I've looked at Mount Rushmore before and I've looked at just the impressiveness of it, or I look at this big oak tree, this massive oak tree. Like, how many of you's done that before? You've looked at it and it's tall and it's got all these limbs and branches and you're going, that thing is impressive, impressive. Or maybe you've been out in California before and you've seen the pines that can get just massive, like you can drive cars through them. They're like massive. And so you go, where are you going with this? Impressive. The word's impressive. So I got to looking at that and I went, how many times in my life have I said, man, it must be nice to be Coach Myra Miles. Man, she's up at UT. It's impressive where her career has taken her. Wow. But I haven't stopped and just enough to really understand the journey, to really understand what it took to get to where they're at. Do you follow me? And so that's one area when I think about impressive, I think how many times have I looked at Michael Jordan and went, wow, that dude is rich. That dude is impressive. That dude has had a lot of success. But have I really tried to understand his story that maybe he said this before? I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot, and I missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that's why I succeed. Or maybe it's that tree that's standing so tall, but how many lightning storms has it withstood? How many branches has broke, but it kept living and surviving and growing into something impressive. I share that with you and you might go, Brent, that's deep. Well, sometimes I go deep with the word and I think deep, but I think it's very important when we see people in life or we see things in life and we think the word impressive, don't just look on the external area of it. Take the time to learn how it got to where it was. And therein lies so many coaching and teaching opportunities for ourselves to grow. Okay, does that make sense? Everybody with me? The other thing that I wanted to share with you is consider this list of intangible, surefire ways to impress others. Now I want to move to how I can live my life and know that I'm leaving an impression in others. I'm impressing others. Number one, I'm gonna go quick through this. Be generous. Regularly give your time, your energy, your money to others without expecting anything in return. The giving of your life to another is one of the most impressive things you can ever do. Okay? Would we all agree? Number two, laugh often. I need to do a better job of this. A lot of these, I'm coaching myself this morning. Laugh often. Be that person that routinely laughs at other jokes and stories. They'll be impressed. You'll be a more joyful person to be around. Number three, be optimistic. Sometimes it's tough to be optimistic. Be optimistic. Always, always, always focus on the good aspects of people and situations. Number 4, develop your strengths. We talk about that all the time. You can be a more impressive person if you develop your strengths. Number 5, travel the world. Bill and Sue Sailing said they got out yesterday and just went to Kansas City. Like, get out and experience. The world will think you're more impressive if you're out and about experiencing life. Number 6, appreciate different opinions. This is tough for me because I like my way of thinking, but appreciate other people's point of view. You'll be a more impressive person. Love your life. Number 7. Don't fall into the trap of living life like everyone else. It's your road. It's your journey. The people around you will be impressed, and some will be jealous by the way you live your life. Number 8, encourage more. We talk about that all the time. Be more of an encouraging person. Number 9, listen intently. Eyes focused, ears tuned in, cell phone off. In a world that can't move fast enough, if you're a person that finds the time to listen more intently, people are going to be impressed by that. Number 10, be modest. I love this one. You are special, you are unique and gifted. And the less you make an effort to tell everyone that, the more they will notice. And then the last one, don't live to impress, live to inspire. Don't live to impress, live to inspire. Give up your desire to impress everyone you meet, but never give up your desire to inspire everyone you meet. That's my thought today for impress.
Wow, that was outstanding, Coach. And I'm going to be very transparent and very honest with everyone this morning. I was super impressed with when Coach Palmer sent me his message. And then I was more excited because I have been scrambling so much today in my real job that I didn't have any time to put my thoughts on paper. So I'm going to just shoot from the hip, or I think Coach says talk from the heart, I think, when he does that. But, the first thing I thought about with impressions and impress is, to me, my first impression, I used to be one of those believers that the first impression was the impression. Okay. But as I have aged, I have realized that I have made some bad decisions about people based upon my impression of them the first time I met them or heard them. And Brent knows exactly who I'm talking about here. I had made my impression of an individual, it was not good. I just I thought, oh, this is not good. But now, in all honesty and being transparent, as I have learned of this individual, one of my favorite guys ever now. So don't be guilty of falling all into the first impression, okay? A lot of times, probably the majority of the time, our first impression of someone is probably correct, but we're also wrong sometimes. So I'm going to give you a perfect situation. This happened to me. In my career, obviously, I interviewed a lot of people. And here's where I made a critical mistake. And if you ever go and sit down and interview for another position, I encourage you to be completely transparent and honest. Because I got catfished big time by an individual. I got caught up in that interview they were laying their program out. Their background was tremendous. Hugely successful coach from Louisiana. Had an opportunity to hire this guy. We hired him based upon, yes, his record, but mainly of what was being told, the impression, how he impressed us with what he does outside of coaching never came to. Never happened once he was hired and gotten the job. He won. won some championships. But later, it came back and haunted him. So never be that individual that sets out to not be perfectly honest when you're meeting people. You know, there's two things that I've always said, and I think Coach has heard me say this. There's two things I want people to say when I'm dead and gone. Ismira was fair, and she worked hard every day to help and impress others in the right perspective. I fail at that. I fail at that a lot, but I work really, really hard, and I encourage you to do the same. We need to work on impressing others on who we are, who we truly, truly are every single time. So I had to just kind of shoot from the hip today, and it even seemed a little scattered, but I just always believe that sometimes as we're bringing this joy and positivity, that I think it's important to be real as well. And Coach and I talk about that a lot, is that be impressive all the time to everybody and be real as you make that impression to others. So I hope everybody has a great day, and I hope you have a real day, and I hope you just go out and keep impressing people like crazy. And I love you. Thank you for your time.
Coach, thank you so much. And everybody learned a new word today, catfished. Catfished. Have you ever been catfished? Thank you. Yes. Hey, no, thank you so much for that, and real life experience. And guys, let's go rock today. Let's go rock. Let's go somebody else have a better day because we showed up. Make a light in this world. So happy Thursday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bring a guest because you're going to love tomorrow, okay?
And they're going to speak on persistence. So it'll be great.
Persistence. All right. Have a great one. Love you.